Hello and welcome to Igbo Area TV World Review. Today we are looking at a very sensitive but important issue. We will talk about US President Donald Trump's support for white farmers in South Africa, how this affects black South Africans, and the reactions from both sides. We will also look at what could be done to make things better. Our goal is to share facts and different opinions so that we can all understand the situation more clearly.
Igbo Area TV, on the Igbo.
South Africa has a difficult past. During apartheid, black people were pushed off their land and denied basic rights. Even today, most farmland still belongs to white South Africans who make up less than 10% of the population. To fix this, the South African government is trying to return land to black South Africans. This is called land reform.
The urban spatial patterns that we inherited from apartheid and which persist to this day contribute to the reproduction of poverty and inequality, and many of us agree that they must be fundamentally changed. Because it is unacceptable that the working class and the poor in our country, who are overwhelmingly black, are located far from opportunities of work and amenities in our country. Cabinet resolved at its recent Lekgotla on the rapid release of well-located but underutilized land to develop affordable mixed-income housing settlements. Some of this land is privately held for purely speculative purposes. We need, in our view, to use every inch of our country to enable people to live and those who want to farm to be able to farm. When we deal with the issues of spatial land development, we need to take into account the values and the principles that are enshrined in our Constitution. And those values speak to how we embrace diversity, how we seek in embracing our diversity to make sure that indeed all of us embrace one another and are able to lead a prosperous and happy life. And to do so, we have to take measures to move away from the divisions that were created by our apartheid past. Those who would have wanted to resist are now coming to terms with the fact that we've got to change. And change we are going to, because our people want the wound that was inflicted on them to be healed. And the only way we can heal this wound is to transform our land ownership. And that is going to ensure that we have stability in our country, that we can move forward with greater stability in our economy, and we can move forward with our nation building processes. Now, all that will be done in an orderly fashion, in accordance with our Constitution, in accordance with the convention that we should establish in dealing with land. There are black farmers organizations who are now united together with white farmers organizations who say they want to sit down and come out with a land reform architecture which they can put to government and out to the public. So we are onto something that can lead to really positive results. So I would like all of us as South Africans to move away from this fear psychosis that's been going around, particularly those who are going around and spreading lies and rumors, running overseas and saying the ANC is out for a land grab. There is no such thing. The ANC wants to make sure that there is land reform that is going to lead to the growth of our economy. The ANC wants to make sure that there will be increased agricultural production and food security. And if we embrace that type of approach, we are going to solve this problem and restore the dignity of our people by giving them the land that they should have.
In 2018, President Trump tweeted that white farmers in South Africa were having their land taken and were being killed. He said he had asked the US government to look into it. But South African leaders strongly disagreed. They said Trump was spreading false information and interfering in their country's issues. Fact checkers and experts also said there was no proof of killings being based on race. Now, fast forward to 2025, Trump is back as US president. This time, he signed an executive order to give white South African farmers refugee status in America. He said they were being treated unfairly in their own country. But this decision was controversial. Critics say he is favoring one race while turning away other refugees from war-torn places. They believe this move is not just about safety, it's political. Many black South Africans are upset. They feel Trump is painting land reform as a racist attack when it's really about justice and fixing the past. They say it's not about revenge, but about giving land back to its rightful owners. Some say Trump's version of story ignores the struggles of black South Africans. Because of Trump's actions, the relationship between the US and South Africa has suffered. South African officials say Trump is interfering in their politics and creating unnecessary tensions. International human rights groups agree, saying that the land reform should be fair but not used to divide people by race. This is a big and complicated topic, but the more we learn, the better our conversations will be. What do you think? Do you support land reform in South Africa? Let us know in the comments. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Igbo Area TV. We will keep bringing you the stories that matter most. Thanks for watching. This report is based on publicly available information and is meant to show different sides of the story. The opinions shared here do not necessarily reflect those of Igbo Area TV.
Thanks for watching Igbo Area TV. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also click the bell icon. Like our Facebook page. Join our Facebook group. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Bye for now.